Let's start things off in the middle of the Great Depression. The year is 2016. There were 7 good games that came out, and only 5 of them are still playable today. No Man's Sky came out after 5 years of development and a full $60 price tag on an indie game, and it was quickly realized that they didn't actually start working on it until the night before. Then there's Nintendo out here doing nothing. Like, actually nothing. It wasn't all bad though. Doom was really good, and believe it or not, there was actually a point in time where Overwatch was fun. EA managed to fuck up releasing one of the best games of the decade during one of the slowest years in gaming. Like seriously, how did they fuck it up so badly? Things were looking down for video games. Way down. They were gonna need one good-ass year to turn things around. So it's a good thing 2017 went. 2017 went fucking crazy. Nintendo woke the fuck up and released 2 once-in-a-decade masterpieces in the same year, reminding everyone who's on top of the industry. But actually I lied just now, and it was indie games who were on top the entire time. Cuphead proved once and for all that style will without a doubt always be better than realism, while also having some of the most fun boss fights and 2D combat in gaming. Night in the Woods casually dropped one of the most well-written narratives I've ever seen in a video game. A Hat in Time showed everyone how the fuck you're supposed to do a Kickstarter game, putting games like Yooka-Laylee and Mighty No. 9 to absolute shame. Little Nightmares, this is how you do scary games. Not like this, or this. Do it like this, no excuses. Pyre reminded everyone that Supergiant Games cannot miss for the life of them. I think I'm forgetting one though. I can't seem to remember. Oh yeah. Words cannot describe how fucking phenomenal this game is, and I'm not gonna do a montage either because we're not even halfway through the video. Just do me a favor, it's $15, it goes on sale all the time, buy the goddamn video game. Indies went so hard in 2017 that it even bled into 2018 with both Subnautica and Celeste, which can be considered the absolute best of the respective genres, releasing in just the first month of 2018. If 2017 was the year of indie games, 2018 was the year of AAA. So much shit came out. Boom, 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 boom. So much shit came out. With 2017 and 2018 being such amazing years for gaming, and there were so many promising games on the horizon, it was only natural that 2019 would fucking suck. There was like 2 good AAA games that came out. Granted, those were 2 damn good AAA games, but like, that's it? I mean, Jedi Fallen Order came out, and that was pretty good too, but it literally states on the cover that it'll release as a buggy, unfinished mess. Like literally right there in the middle of the logo. How do people not notice this stuff? Then E3 happened and things were really looking up again. They announced Tears of the Kingdom, but we didn't know that's what it would be called until 3 years later. Cyberpunk was looking amazing, and so was Elden Ring, Hollow Knight Silksong. Overwatch 2 was announced with a focus on endlessly replayable PvE. There was going to be these huge skill trees, a full campaign, and a complete overhaul of the PvP. This was exactly what Overwatch needed, and it almost seemed too good to be true. 2019 appeared to be ass on the surface, but if you look deeper, you'll find some really good shit in here. Katana Zero, Baba Is You, Untitled Goose Game, nobody ever talks about these games, including me. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah. With the world in absolute chaos and every major and minor game studio suspending development, it was only natural that 2020 would be fucking crazy. Doom Eternal is the best shooter I've ever played. Like, this is how you make AAA video games. Animal Crossing New Horizons. I never actually played this one. My girlfriend did though, for like 200 hours, and she says it's pretty good. The Last of Us Part 2, I didn't play this one either, so I don't get to talk about it. Valve released their first Half-Life game in 16 years, and it cost $1,000 to play, and it was somehow still worth it. Shit, what else? Oh yeah, Hades. Holy shit, I love this game. Indie games are not supposed to be this ambitious and actually succeed, and yet Hades is, and it just does in every single possible aspect. Ori 2 also came out, and it was so good that it made the first game look like it was made by Ubisoft. FromSoft hired Bluepoint to give Bloodborne the next-gen remaster it deserved, but then they accidentally remade Demon's Souls instead. 2020 was one of the strangest years in modern gaming, probably because of COVID, but one day someone went, "Hey, remember that one murder mystery mobile game that came out like 2 years ago that nobody ever played? What was it called?" But then, just when all hope was lost at the very end of 2020, after 7 years of development and a level of hype never seen until then, Cyberpunk 2070, it sucked. 2021. This was the year that COVID actually had an effect on video games. Every game got delayed to 2022, which is strange because not much came out in 2022 either. But what did happen? Halo Infinite came out after 343 sunk 4 years and over $500 million into it, but people liked Among Us better. And that's basically everything that happened in 2021. 2022 was also pretty uneventful. Kirby went 3D and that was really fun, even though I actually never got around to playing it. God of War 2 came out and it deserved every single 10 out of 10 it got, and Blizzard showed the world just how bad a video game can be. But if you're like me and you know science, you know about Bill Nye Science Man's third rule, which states that every bad video game has an equal and opposite good video game. So if Overwatch 2 is this egregiously bad, 2022 was gonna need one huge, earth-shattering video game. So it's a good thing FromSoft uploaded it. And now here we are, back in 2023. This year. Fun fact, I actually made this entire video just to talk about this year. What the fuck is happening this year? Cyberpunk got a complete overhaul of the game, fixing almost every issue it had, and it's actually really, really good. Microsoft is trying to buy the world. Silksong got delayed even though it never actually had a release date to begin with. E3 is cancelled, Overwatch 2 is cancelled. I can't tell if this is the worst year for gaming or the best one. On one hand, you've got games like Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate 3, Armored Core 6, Hi-Fi Rush, all fantastic games. And then on the other side, there's Redfall, Gollum, and Forspoken. There's also Jedi Survivor, which would have been on the other side if not for this. And the most fucked up part about all of this is all these games are $70, and they aren't even worth $0. Speaking of pricing, what the fuck has Unity been doing these past few weeks? They revealed the worst monetization strategy possible, which caused dozens of developers to delay their games so that they could do the painstaking process of porting the entire game off Unity and onto another engine. Devolver won't publish anything made in Unity anymore, and it even caused developers to completely remove their games from every platform. It was only after Unity lost potentially millions of dollars and became the most hated company since Blizzard that they completely backpedaled into basically back where they started. This shit was so stupid that the only way I can imagine this realistically actually happening is that if an executive from like EA snuck into Unity's headquarters and did all this when they weren't looking. Wait a minute.